All right, so just a real quick food for thought deal here. I'm waiting for uh, a header to come, as well as cold air setup for this. Um, I ordered the TAV2 type torque converter for this. I also have the electric start with the new flywheel coming, so we'll be putting all this together soon. However, what I'm thinking is that I'm not going to get enough clearance given this bracket. Number one, the bolt pattern is different about them, which isn't a big deal. But if I'm going to install this guy here with the Comet, and I want reverse, I'm going to have to put a go-kart trans in there, which is just a little bit more room. So I'm not going to have the clearance between the the motor and the rear to put that in there if I install it in this configuration. So that being said, what I'm probably going to do is open up the rear of the cart and actually mount the engine behind the rear, sort of like a dune buggy. I'll probably have to tube it out and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do, I think, is probably, since I already have this, is I'll probably just salvage this part and move it to the rear, and then of course I'll have to, shore up the center under the seat area with some more tube steel and all that stuff, just to put back what we took out, and then maybe I'll use that for a storage area. So I'm going to go out and take a look and see how this might work out. Okay, so here we are. Pull that junk off. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. And I just pop the parking brake off. Yay. Alright, so as we see here, I don't think, as I said, that I don't think there's gonna be enough room to have the motor sitting here. It's because it's literally this close. So I think what I'm gonna do is pull this guy off for now, and see what we see there as far as what's actually feeding into here. And I'll probably just close this area off. Now that being said, because this is just open here, I'm going to pull all this stuff out and see if I can maybe get away with not pulling these off if I don't have to, but no biggie. So what we're going to do, I think, is basically tube this area out here, and we'll just go, between this, and I'll use part of that cradle, set the engine up here with the TAV going the other way, and then we'll mount the trans somewhere in this area. It's gonna be a very short chain, I know that, but we'll actually get rid of this, and we'll do an axle, I guess, with a pillow block and the gear on there, and that should take care of the forward and reverse issue. I really wish this was a four-stroke, but it is not, and I don't have, the $600-700 or whatever at the cheapest that I can find for a rear with a shifter mechanism. Otherwise, we would just go the other way, and this wouldn't even be an issue. But I think it's going to be okay. I mean, these body panels are going to come off anyway. They're sort of banged up and trashed and thrashed, so I'd like to, you know, restore them, fix them up a little bit. And since this is more than likely going to be a stretch job, I'll chop it there. I don't really have to worry about this stuff here. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be deleted anyway. So this will just be, I guess, the back seat. What I'd like to do, though, is I'd like to figure out a way to use this tank, since it's already in here, and I'm sure I can clean it out, to feed the motor back there. Maybe some line with some sort of electrical pump, maybe. But I'm not sure how. I'm not sure exactly how I'd like to do that, because obviously we don't want, you know, the pump constantly throwing fuel into the carb and all that. So if anybody has any ideas on that, I would love to hear it. Otherwise, I can just move the tank back here, or get a bigger tank back here and just let it gravity feed, I guess, like the other one does. Well, it doesn't gravity feed, but, you know, it pulls a vacuum. But I don't think it's going to have enough vacuum to pull all the way back there. Yeah, there's your problem. So in summary, chop and stretch. That'll give us longer wheelbase. I'll be able to put a seat frame in there, move everything up. Storage area here. And then the motor should be mounted back here along with the trans. And we'll just run those cables up or down or whatever to the front. And we'll just be able to shift forward and reverse. So yeah, see how that goes.